Pretty ambitious with this bite. It's pretty big. Can I do it? Today we're making bossam. Bossam is a delicious, succulent Korean pork belly braise, followed by Halmoni kimchi, which is my grandma's favorite recipe. We're serving it with lettuce wraps, with some sauce and kimchi, and it's like so delicious. Every bite is unique. So make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss any of my recipes. So let's get going. My earliest memory of bossam is in the kitchen with my Halmoni, my grandma, during kimjang, which is basically kimchi day. That's when you make kimchi and you'll make enough kimchi for the entire year. My grandma, whenever we made kimchi, it's usually around the winter time, she always made sure to make bossam. And I think this goes for any Korean household. If you're making kimchi, there's always bossam involved. And that's because pork belly and kimchi is like the perfect marriage. Got pork belly from the market. It's actually one of the best cuts of pork. It's very fatty. It's from the belly. And this one obviously has the skin still on it. But under the skin is the really fatty portion. Then the little less, like slightly pinker portion here. And then there's the more meatier on the bottom. Traditionally, bossam, you just boil the pork. But I love searing it. It gives an extra seal and flavor. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is sear it. I'm gonna start with the skin side down. And then when you put it in your pot, you definitely wanna hear it sizzle. That's when you know it's ready to go in. I'm gonna sear for about 3-4 minutes per side. Obviously, I'm smelling delicious pork already. I'm using skin-on pork belly, and this is purely preference. I love the skin. I love when it gets like super chewy and gelatinous. Koreans love their pork skin. You just wanna get like a deep golden brown color. Some little burnt ends are great too. It's all gonna braise together and become beautiful. I'm also gonna sear the sides. We're locking in all that juicy goodness. All right, this is seared. It looks great. I'm gonna add all of my braising ingredients into this pot. We're gonna add enough water to cover the piece of pork belly. A 1/4 cup of doenjang. Doenjang is the heart of this recipe. Doenjang is a fermented soybean paste. It's a little stinky, I'm not gonna lie. It has a funk. Think miso, but a lot stronger and more umami. It's one of my favorite Korean pantry items. Don't skip the doenjang. Whole bunch of garlic, 5 cloves, 1 bay leaf, black peppercorn, about a teaspoon, a tablespoon of sugar, and salt. And then veggie scraps, it's like onions, scallion ends, some ginger peel, whatever you have. And then last but not least, dried kelp, also known as kombu. In Korean, it's called dashima. It kind of just like sets in there, keeps the pork belly submerged in the broth. The level of umami and deliciousness it adds, I'd say invest in some kombu. All right, so let's bring this over to the stove. We're gonna turn it on high heat. We're gonna bring this to a boil, take the kombu out, lower it to a simmer, then we'll cook it for about an hour. That's it. My braise has come to a boil. We're gonna take out the kombu. Reason why we do this is if it cooks for too long, it can get a little bitter. And it's already done its job, all the flavor submerged into the broth. We're gonna lower the heat, gentle simmer. I'm gonna cover. We're gonna cook this for about an hour, hour and a half. When your pork is super soft, then it's ready to go. Be good, be delicious. It's like a little baby, little pork baby. Is that disturbing? Maybe a little. So halfway through the cooking process, about 30 minutes in, I definitely want to check on the pork. And since it's not completely submerged, I just want to like turn it around, move it a little, give it some love, Another 30 minutes, and we're good to go. All right, guys, moment of truth. Finally. Oh, look at that. I mean, look at this piece of pork. It's just beautiful. The color from that searing, I can smell all the aromatics of like the garlic, the onion peel, the ginger. It's spectacular. I mean, my mouth is watering as we speak. I let it cool slightly because then it's easier to slice. When it's completely cool, you want to take it out of your pot. I like to cut right in the center just so I can see what it looks like in the middle. But oh my God, look at that. So juicy. You can see that it's still very, very soft because how the meat pulls away. All right, first slice. That end piece is always mine. It's so tender and moist, but still has a chew to it. And this is like the best of both worlds. It's still super soft, but it has a nice texture to it, that chew. And typically, when you're making fresh kimchi, you wrap this in one of the fresh kimchi leaves. That's how it was served when I was a kid. Okay, so I'm gonna just plate this straight onto a board. And I love the look of a cutting board. That looks great to me. And then I like to serve it with lettuce. This is Boston lettuce, which I feel like makes like the perfect lettuce wrap. And it's also just beautiful. Bossam is always typically served with some sauce and of course, kimchi. People are very intimidated by making kimchi, but I'm gonna show you a recipe that's so quick and easy, comes together in a few minutes, and it's the perfect pairing with bossam. Okay, so this is a Korean radish. In Korean, it's called 무. So one more thing I'm gonna add to this to make it even more delicious. Something special, you guys. Got a package today, this morning. This, oh, I think I'm gonna cry. This is so special to me. It's my Halmoni's kimchi vest. So you wear this during kimjang, which is basically kimchi day. Napa cabbage is a fall winter vegetable. So when you're doing kimjang, very cold, you can't have sleeves because you're touching a lot of ingredients. So this keeps you super warm. Smells like her too. Miss her. It's my grandmother's recipe. I think of her every single time I make this. It's an ode to her. So the Korean radish. The Korean radish, it's beautiful. You'll see that it's slightly neon green on top and white on the bottom. It doesn't have that much water content, which means that it's like a very concentrated radish flavor. I don't like to peel it because once you peel it, you don't see the beautiful neon green. We're just gonna go and cut into the radish. You can see how dense and beautiful it is. So pretty. And it smells so like spicy in like the best way. And we're gonna go ahead and slice through the whole radish. Okay, I know, this is huge. I mean, this is a kind of a really large piece of 무. But I mean, like, look how big that is. That's crazy. It can cover my face. So I'm fanning it out, slicing as I go. And when you do this, you'll get this beautiful julienne. So look at the shape of this, right? It's long, it's the shape of one. So I call this Halmoni one kimchi. Me and my sister growing up would eat this kimchi that my grandmother made. We couldn't really articulate like what this was. So we would just be like, oh, we want the one kimchi because it's shaped as a one. My grandma passed away not too long ago, and this was the last thing that she was wearing from when I saw her. It's really special to me. I just miss her so much. I hope I can do her proud with her kimchi recipe. All right, we're almost there, you guys. We're at the finish line. This is the longest part of making this kimchi. Okay, so we're just gonna put it in this bowl. Let's get the rest of our ingredients. This kimchi, it's all about the ratio of the sauce. So basically, we're gonna bring all these ingredients together, toss it in the radish and let it sit, and pretty much it's ready to go. My grandma made this recipe to eat with bossam because sometimes you can't just be making kimchi all the time. I mean, it's a labor of love. So this is kind of your shortcut version of making kimchi. It's like a fresh kimchi. On kimjang day, which is kimchi day, on kimjang day, you don't ferment kimchi. You're just eating the kimchi fresh as you make it. So all of that garlic is going in. It's about 1/4 cup. All right, scallion. This is about 4 scallions. Now, these ingredients I'm gonna measure exactly. That's what makes it like my grandma's taste. 1 tablespoon of the salted shrimp, 3 tablespoons of fish sauce. Okay, next, 1/2 cup of gochugaru. Gochugaru is Korean chili flakes, kind of sweet and spicy. It's beautiful, it's floral. I mean, look at the vibrant red color. And this is what makes kimchi kimchi. It's really the gochugaru. I put this in everything. Gochugaru, and then we have rice syrup. If you don't want to use like too much sugar, rice syrup is great. And it's kind of like the same texture as honey. It's like all over my face. And last but not least, 2 tablespoons of sugar. Okay, that's it. Now, this is the fun part. Just gonna mix it all together. You're just like kind of massaging the radish. I'm wearing gloves right now. All the garlic and all the Korean chili flakes, and your hands get like super spicy if you're not using gloves. My grandma was such a G. Like honestly, she made kimchi with bare hands. Like, grandma. This is it, you guys. I have to taste it, like right now. Get in my belly. All I can think of is, thank you, Halmoni. So we have a beautiful Bossam spread. Think about bringing this to a table, how wowed people will be. This is samjang, typically served with bossam. It's a fermented bean paste mixed with a little gochujang. And then this is the salted shrimp dipping sauce. You can just buy it at the store. I have it here. Just have to take 1 selfie for my mom. Ah, finally, I get to eat it. Okay, so piece of pork belly, lettuce, little samjang, little salted shrimp, but the kimchi, that's what makes it really special. I know that's kind of a lot, but I like a lot. Get that. It's ssam. You know, that's the Korean tradition. You have to eat it in 1 bite. I was pretty ambitious with this bite. It's pretty big. Can I do it?
I was not expecting you to take the whole bite.
I did it. I did the whole bite. Wow. That was pretty aggressive. Sorry. Well, you have to. You have to do the whole bite. You have to get all the flavors in one. It just drives me crazy when people make ssam and they're like, I'm like, no. You have to put the whole thing in your mouth. Hope you guys love this journey. Like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. I cannot wait to dive in to the rest of this. Tell me what you think about bossam. What's your memory if you have one? You guys, this, you have to make it. Till next time.